League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Denver Broncos. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Bridgewater to throw it. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Bridgewater. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
7th play in the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To throw is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
First and goal, a good chance for our first touchdown of the new season. Bridgewater with a keeper, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Teddy Bridgewater keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Broncos are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point from McManus is good, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. Unable to evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play that time on the catch and run.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right, and after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 42-yard line. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get it back here just past the 35. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his 2nd one.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Quinn Miners, 3rd-round pick in 2021, called for the penalty. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Here's Bridgewater. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater is going to let this one go deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the gun, Bridgewater. This one into the hands of Burton. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Play action now. Bridgewater. Rush coming, and he's taken down. 2nd and 20. They try the left side here with Williams. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
But it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. Right? We always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for them. Picked up really nice yardage, but they still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Bridgewater now from the 50. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Colts 0. Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 21-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. Now left side on the swing pass. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. From the gun on third down, Wentz. Finds Hines again for the completion. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is Hines. And a short gain down to about the 33.
He was brought down by Stearns. A gain of a yard brings up the 3rd and 5.
Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. On Wentz is intercepted yet again. Picked off around the 27. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Well, how about that? You use a high draft pick on this guy back in April, hoping he'll grow into a role as the season progresses. And now look at this, a pick 6 in his very first NFL game.
Sometimes the evaluation doesn't match what the kid brings to the table. He progressed quickly.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people who have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
First and 10, Taylor now. Oh, some strong running. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Rolling to his right. And, this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Caught on the right side by Adams. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. On second and goal, Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. It's a sneak. It's Wentz. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Now Wentz will keep it. Try to wedge his way in there. No signal. I don't think he got there. He didn't. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And the Bronco defense comes up big. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone, and with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Second down and 7.
Under 10, 10. Delta. Check 99.
Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. And incomplete on the deep ball.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
58, right over there, right over there.
And he is going to have the first down as he gets this up to his own 11. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 18. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Focus, defense, focus. Delta.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Again, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Into the red zone. Wentz. To the right side, complete to Taylor. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3. Ball on the 7. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
On play action, Wentz. Being chased out left. toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They'll roll him out right. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
Hey, I'm coming. Check. Lucky.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And they work this out past the 25.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. 53's the Mike. 53. Check 53. I got one.
They'll run on first down. Williams. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 62 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. On the counter, here's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point from McManus is good, and that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? On first down, Wentz. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Play action. Now Wentz. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
On first down, Williams. And he works free. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On play action, it's Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. And there's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Switch.
Play fake. Bridgewater. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss. Well, remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by McManus is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And no doubt this is not the way that they had hoped to open their season. Thoroughly outplayed here in front of the national audience. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 27-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Patrick. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They give it to Williams, running right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
He was brought down at the 4-yard line. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Williams. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so, and one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. McManus's point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Here's Wentz to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Charles, you look at that run, and in your garrulous and loquacious manner, how would you break down the nip dynasty that occurred when that was bounced outside? It was almost Machiavellian, wasn't it?
The capricious dichotomy of their play calling is almost a non sequitur. And Brandon, I have to say, my friend, the ubiquitous cacophony of your ostentatious, sycophantic ramblings have left me in a state of ennui.
Do you always have to? This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Davante Adams, 61 yards. And the Colts are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Okay, jump.
Here's Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. 127 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Colts 47.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike 53.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of